Well, Dawes, despite the defeat, the lads kept in their shape. They were very, very competitive against a very good Leicester side, so plenty of positives to take out as well.
Yeah, we knew going into the game today that we watched the previous round and they don't make many changes. They go really strong in this competition. He's taking it serious, the manager. So we knew going into it we had to get our defensive organisation right. And we watched previous games and teams who pressed them and jumped got played through and conceded opportunities and goals against them. So we knew we needed to manage it, limit their chances on goal, and then maybe start pushing on as the game went on. But I thought we'd done that really well. Managed the game really well first half, limited the chances, had a couple of things on the break ourselves, passed the ball when we could, because we knew as well today if we won the ball back and turned it over and didn't make passes, it's just giving them possession of the ball back. So we had to try and stifle the game a little bit and keep possession of the ball and then also make opportunities ourselves. But like I say, I thought we'd done it really well. And then going into the half at 0-0 is probably what we had planned, really. It went really to plan, and then we tried to step it up then second half and try and get after them a little bit more because they weren't expecting it to. In the first 10 minutes of the second half we'd done it really well, and I think arguably Dave scored the first goal when we're on top.
He actually had the first 3 shots on target. I think Joe didn't have a thing to do in the first half. I mean, lots of crosses from Old Brighton, you'd expect that, but you dealt with it and you were narrow and very compact and it worked for you. Yeah,
we spoke about it last couple of days, saying how organised we had to be and patient we had to be, but at the same time when we turned the ball over, like I say, keep the ball. And I thought we'd done it really well. Murph's had nothing to do really first half, other than I think he took a long shot eventually. But other than that, like I say, we done it really well. And then second half we grew into it even more and we put a bit more pressure onto them. We turned the ball over and they're half of the pitch and just didn't quite get the little bit of the break that we needed really. But like I say, we've got to be positive at the end of it. I know, listen, it still hurts me getting beat. I hate getting beat and we want to get through, but you've got to take things into context and look at what they've got on the pitch.
2 goals in a 4-minute spell. First one I think was probably a cross-come shot into the area, wasn't it? And then Vardy does what he does. He finds a bit of space on the end of the cross and scores the second. And you'd be pleased with the reaction to conceding those 2 goals. So it didn't put you off. You're still in your shape. You're still into play and try and put them under pressure.
Yeah, I don't think it fazed us when we were disappointed when they scored because again there's an element of luck to it when you watch it back. It's a cross. It goes in off both posts and then the Vardy one, it's Jamie Vardy. I mean, you look at their team and they've still got Premier League players playing in the team. They make 4 subs at half time. You think, go on, just put a few kids on and you go, no, there's multi-million-pound players coming on the pitch. So taking things into context, you can be nothing but positive. But we've now got to take that into Saturday when we don't play Wrexham. And we'll have more of the ball than we have done in the last couple of games and make sure we take the game to them.
Yeah, as you say, it's different playing in League 2 obviously against playing against a side like Leicester, but you can take things from this game and use those, particularly in terms of the way you've stifled them playing today.
Yeah, it's going to be a different type of game on Saturday. We're going to have more of the ball. We're going to take the game to them a little bit more because of the level. We've got to make sure that we're planned and prepared for Saturday. But like to a man today, I thought we were outstanding. Tried to do the right things. Tried to play our way when we had the ball. Even the opposition were complimentary of how we kept the ball. Opposition's previous have just turned the ball over. And you look at Dan Pike, he's just signed and been thrown into the deep end and I thought he'd done great today. Congratulations Dan, you've signed, you're playing against Mark Albrighton straight away. So now he's done great and other players as well. I don't think I can keep naming names, but I think they've done great taking into Saturday, prepare for Saturday.
Yeah, with Dan, I mean, a month initially, but could it be more than that?
Yeah, I've spoke to the boy, he knows where it's at. He says it's just a month to see how he goes and listen, he's a very, very good player. He hasn't had a club yet, so it's just making sure that it's right for him and us, and if he keeps performing like that, there's no doubt that moving forward he'll be here for a long time.
Yeah, we've just been talking to Chris Merry. I mean, Chris in a role that he played a lot last season, sort of central midfield, and doing that, I thought he acquitted himself quite well this evening.
Messi doesn't ever let you down in regards to application and endeavour, and I thought he was very good today, on the ball and off the ball. What you got to remember as well, he's another one that was late coming back. He was recovering from his knee injury at the back end of last season. He missed a bit of pre-season, so he's a little bit late getting up to speed, and he's had now 2 90s in the last couple of games, one being out of position again. He's great again on Saturday, what he had to do, and it's great to see him now looking like he's sharp and ready to go.
Injuries, to O'Connor, Leake's missing as well, Norris at the moment. I mean, what's the update on the injury situation at the moment? Anything we can tell us?
Norris is still waiting for the scan. He's had one initial scan, he's got another one tomorrow, so we don't know the full details of it. The others are out for the next few weeks. And like I say, you know, like you've got to look at it. We've got no fullbacks as it is at the moment. We're still trying to bring them in. But I think I've said in me interviews previous, it's a very slow market. The Premier League clubs are very slow in letting players out on loan, but it's all going to have to be done by Friday. Hopefully they start moving in the next couple of days.
Yeah, a few irons in the fire though, as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, we have been. We've had a couple who've been lined up for a long time, and it's been Manana with them tomorrow. We're going to let you know tomorrow, next week. And it's been ongoing. We keep looking and keep making sure we're not left short come Friday. But like I say, it's a slow market, but we are on with things.
Could I just ask about Luke as well? I mean, you had a metatarsal injury when he arrived here. Is it the same? Is that the same injury, or is it something different?
We're unsure. He needs a scan on it. Again, he was over his metatarsal injury. I think, listen, I'm no physio or expert, but the way he's kicked the bottom of the lad's foot, even if he hadn't had the break, I'm sure he'd have done some sort of damage to it, because he's kicked the bottom of his foot full pelt, and the way he kicks a ball is, let's say, it's not a tickle. So, like I say, I don't know the extent of it. We'll know more tomorrow. And
just one final thing. I mean, Conor Jen's got man of the match today. I mean, he's just unbelievable. You know, different roles, different things you ask of him, and the effect he has on players on the pitch as well. I mean, if you had 11 Conor Jennings in your side, you could probably win everything.
He's one of them players that's I've come across them before. They make everyone on the pitch that little bit better just because of how he does things. Conor's been an outstanding sign, and I speak to Parky about him a lot, and he says he looks even better this time around than last time around, which is not giving him a deserve from last time. He just looks like he's got better. He's just an unbelievable player, person, character, and he just epitomises this club. And I remember some people umming and ahhing about whether he should have been I mean, surely that's gone out the window now. But I think he's going to have to just take the man of the match trophy home now. You know, when you're a kid, and you win it 3 times, and you go, well, you can have the trophy now. You might as well just give it to Conor now, because that's what he gives you every week in, week out. No, he's great, but he's not the only one at the moment. I think the whole group's pulling in the right direction.